Welcome back to Grammar Grade 12. I'm glad you're here. This is Unit 5, Lesson 35, and today we're taking on the perfect tenses, present, past, and future. The name sounds intimidating, and a lot of students brace themselves for 3 separate things to memorize. Here's the secret you'll have by the end of this video. All 3 are built from one single recipe. Learn the recipe once, and you get all 3 at the same time. Let's dig in. Here's the good news about today's lesson. 3 tenses, 1 recipe. Every perfect tense, present, past, or future, is built exactly the same way. You take a form of the verb have, and you attach the past participle of your main verb. That's the whole formula. Watch what happens. For the present, the helper is has or have. She has finished. For the past, the helper is had. She had finished. And for the future, the helper is will have. She will have finished. Now notice what stayed the same through all 3. Finished, the past participle, never budged an inch. Only the helper in front of it changed. Learn that recipe, and all 3 tenses come along together. Let's take them one at a time, starting with the present perfect. Has or have plus the past participle. This tense does 2 different jobs, and it's worth knowing both. Job 1. It names an action completed at some indefinite time in the past. Sometime, but we're never told when. She has visited Prague. There's has, and there's the participle, visited. When did she go? We don't say, and we don't care. What matters is that it happened at all. Job 2 is quite different. It names an action that began in the past and is still going on right now. They have lived here for 10 years. They moved in a decade ago, and they're still here tonight. Notice that little phrase, for 10 years. The present perfect loves those since and for phrases because they stretch the action from back then all the way up to now. Now the past perfect, and this is the one people find genuinely useful once it clicks. Had plus the past participle. Think of it as the past before the past. You're already telling a story back in the past, and you need to reach back even further, to something that had already finished before that. The train had left before we arrived. Look closely. There are 2 past events here. We arrived. That's ordinary simple past. But the leaving happened earlier still, so it takes had left. Put them on a timeline and it's obvious. First the train leaves, then we arrive, and only afterward are we standing here talking about it. The past perfect always marks whichever event came first. That's its entire job, to say, this one was already over when the other one started. Third and last, the future perfect. Will have plus the past participle. This one looks forward and then looks back from there. You pick a point out in the future, and you name something that will already be finished by the time you reach it. By June, she will have finished the manuscript. Stand in June and look back over your shoulder. The manuscript is done. Here's another one. By sunset, we will have hiked 20 miles. The hiking wraps up before the sun goes down. And notice how naturally the word by keeps showing up. By June, by sunset, by the time you read this. That little word by is planting a flag out in the future, and the action has to beat it there. Now step back with me and see what ties all 3 of these together, because it's really one idea wearing 3 coats. Every perfect tense is answering the same quiet question. Completed before what? The present perfect says, completed before now. She has visited Prague before this very moment. The past perfect says, completed before another past moment. The train had left before we arrived. And the future perfect says, completed before a future moment. She will have finished before June. There's the family resemblance. A perfect tense never simply tells you when something happened. It tells you when it happened relative to some other point in time. Find that other point, and you'll always know which perfect tense you need. Let's boil the whole lesson down into a quick check you can run in about a second. 1. Is there a form of have sitting in front of a past participle? If so, you're looking at a perfect tense. 2. Which form of have is it? Has or have means present perfect. Had means past perfect. 3. And will have means future perfect. That's the whole chart. 4. And this is the one that trips people up. Make sure the earlier action is the one that gets the perfect tense, not the later one. The train had left, and then we arrived. The leaving gets the had. 4 quick questions, and every perfect tense sorts itself out. Ready to try a few together? In this first set, I'll read you a sentence, and you name the perfect tense. Present perfect, past perfect, or future perfect. Look at the helper in front of the participle. It tells you everything. Pause the video and choose before I reveal each answer. By Friday, the crew will have poured the foundation. Look straight at the helper. Will have, sitting in front of the past participle poured. Will have always points forward. The pouring gets finished before Friday ever arrives. And notice that word, by planting the flag. So this is future perfect. Marisol has taught at that school since 2019. The helper here is has, in front of the past participle taught. And has or have means present perfect. Notice since 2019. She started back then, and she is still teaching there today. That's the present perfect doing its second job, stretching from the past right up to now. So it's present perfect. The storm had knocked out the power before the game started. The helper is had, in front of the past participle knocked. And had means the past before the past. Line the events up. The power went out first, and the game started second. The earlier one takes the had. So this is past perfect. Now let's flip it around. This time I'll give you a sentence with a gap, and you choose the perfect tense that fits the sequence. Ask yourself the key question. Completed before what point? Pause and choose before I answer. By the time the credits roll, we blank the film twice. Start with the question, completed before what point? The credits rolling is out ahead of us in the future, and the watching finishes before we get there. Anything completed before a future point takes will have plus the participle. So the answer is will have watched. The bell blank before Omar reached his locker. Completed before what point? Reached is simple past, so the other point sits back in the past with him. And the ringing came even earlier than that. The past before the past always takes had plus the participle, so the answer is had rung. Dr. Alvarez blank in this lab since her first semester. That word since is your clue. She started in the past and she is working there still. An action that begins in the past and continues into the present takes has or have plus the participle. So the answer is has worked. Let's gather up what we learned. First, the recipe. Every perfect tense is a form of have plus the past participle, and only the helper out front ever changes. Second, the present perfect, has or have, does two jobs. It names something finished at an indefinite time in the past, like she has visited Prague, or something that began back then and is still going, like They have lived here for 10 years. And third, the past perfect, had, is the past before the past. The train had left before we arrived. While the future perfect, will have, finishes before a point in the future. By June, she will have finished the manuscript. Every one of them is quietly saying the same thing. This action was complete relative to some other moment in time. In Lesson 36, we'll line up all 6 tenses side by side and watch the whole system click into place. I'll see you there.